Do you really want to develop as a man? Then take more responsibility. Assalamu alaikum my people, my name is Pablo and I help young Muslim men break out of the ruts and become productive. You see, over the last 10 months, alhamdulillah, I've been able to consistently upload every day on TikTok, and along the way, I've picked up many productivity tactics. To transform your life today, check out my coaching program, link in the description below. You see, many young people nowadays have a lack of responsibilities, and I'm one of them. Alhamdulillah, our lives are so comfortable that we have a lack of responsibilities even in our 20s. However, this is very unprecedented. Think about our fathers and grandfathers. By our age, in their early 20s, they had a wife, kids, and many other responsibilities. Alhamdulillah, throughout my life, I've lived a very comfortable life without many responsibilities. And of course, when this occurs, what happens? You chase fun. All you want to do is seek the next pleasure. The reason for this is simple. You don't have any responsibility. You don't have to think for someone else or something else. You don't have this sense of accountability. If I do this, how will this affect this person or this thing? For the most of my life, all I wanted to do is have fun. So throughout secondary school and A levels, that was playing video games all day. And then when university came, all I wanted to do is just socialize and waste time on motives. Whatever period of my life it was, I was very individualistic. All I wanted was to have fun. And so of course I never really grew from this. I never developed as a man. There was never a case where I had to think for someone or something else. It was all about me. And it was not until I left the university that the responsibilities in my life increased. So when May 2023 rolled around and it was time to submit my disso, I was like, you know what? When I finish education, I'm going to try and focus on getting money. Because I had been consuming all this content by Justin Waller, Andrew Tate, Hamza and all them, man. I was like, you know what? I need to start making money through a business. So I began to start taking action regarding the business, which was an Islamic attire brand. So phobes and abayas and whatnot. And the thing is, slowly I was crafting this business, and alhamdulillah, at the start of August of 2023, I launched it. And this is when the responsibilities in my life drastically increased. And you see, the thing is, now I was responsible for my customers and reputation. I couldn't mess about. If someone got the wrong measurement, color, or whatever the case may be, I had to take responsibility for that issue. Because I couldn't be like, yeah, I don't care, it's not my problem, when it's literally my issue to resolve. It's my customer that I sold it to. However, I didn't truly understand the importance of responsibility until this last week. So basically, I work full time with my family business. And so last week, they all went on holiday except me. And so I had to take full charge of the business. And this is when the penny dropped that responsibility is important for self-growth and development. Because now I was responsible for everything. If the business didn't run properly, it was my fault. And of course, I didn't want to do that, especially for a family business. So as a result, I was doing things that I would never imagine doing so. And the thing is, it felt natural because I knew if I didn't do it, the family business wouldn't function. The reason for this is that responsibility meant that I was accountable for my actions. And this is vital for personal growth. Without accountability, you'll never develop. The reason for this is that when you have that responsibility on your shoulders, you begin to act differently. You're like, you know what? I need to do this instead. You begin to make decisions through a different way of thinking. So instead of thinking for yourself, what brings the most pleasure, you think for someone else or something else. And so you think, what's the best decision for this person or this business? And so it's in this way you begin to develop and grow. Because when you know your decisions affect someone or something else, you think differently. You make better decisions. The thing is, you know, if you make the wrong decision, there'll be negative repercussions elsewhere. So you're increasingly going to make better decisions that make you improve as a person. And so you'll be more focused on doing the correct actions rather than doing the things that bring you the most pleasure or happiness. Let me give you an example. You have two people. You have person A who wakes up and has no responsibilities. His life is very comfortable. While you have person B who also lives a comfortable life, but he's like, you know what? I want to make money, and starts a honey business. And so of course, when he starts that honey business, he needs to know, all right, I can't do this because if that happens, people will be affected. People won't buy my product. And so who do you think will grow in the long term? The person who has no responsibilities or the person who has responsibilities? You see, the thing is, most of you are living like person A. You have no responsibilities at all. Well, alhamdulillah, you have a house to live, a place to stay, food to eat, and so you'll find it much harder to stay consistent on self-improvement and develop as a man because everything's so easy and comfortable. There's no urgency to grow. You see, when you have no responsibilities, it will show it in your discipline. And it's simple. You don't have to think for anyone or anything. You make decisions based on yourself. All you do is do things based on your own happiness and comfort. You're going to spend money on those expensive shoes. You're going to wake up late. You're going to eat that junk food. This is harmful because having a lack of responsibility will only be a detriment to yourself. And the thing is, most people live like this, where they have zero responsibilities and all they do is engage in the pleasures of this world. They will just seek these instant gratification activities because no one relies on them. Let me give you an example. There's two people who are both 22. Person A is not married, while person B is married. Who do you think will have more discipline in the long run? Who do you think is more likely going to wake up early, go get money, be a provider for his family? And the thing is, I'm not saying go get married now just to get all that responsibility, because marriage is very difficult. But it's natural, if you get married young, you're going to have more responsibilities than the average person at 22, and therefore increase your discipline. Because the thing is, you can't just waste time having fun. You can't just chase the cheap pleasures of this world. You have to wake up early, go to work, start that business, get the money, because you need to provide for your family, because they rely on you. You have that responsibility. And this is the reason why our forefathers were so disciplined, because at 22, they had all these responsibilities. They were married, they had kids, they had a job, they had a business. They didn't have this belief, I'll take it easy. No, it was time to perform. So they became more disciplined. Furthermore, having more responsibilities will make you more capable as a man. You see, when people have no responsibilities, there's no urge to take action, and therefore there's no room to grow. There's no scope to develop as a man because you're not taking action due to a lack of responsibility. And so, of course, if you don't have responsibilities, you won't be capable, because there's no dire need, yo, I need to do this, I need to make the correct decision. You can make decisions, and if you get it wrong, you get it wrong. No one's relying on you. However, when you do have responsibilities, you're more likely to make better decisions because you'll think it through. And therefore, when that consequence does occur, you'll know, all right, I can do this and I can do that. I'm more capable. And the thing is, you'll start to think naturally, if I do this, will this improve my outcome? And if I do that, will that improve my outcome? And in this way, your capabilities increase because you become better at decision making. And so, of course, over time, you making more informed decisions, you'll get better. And by that, you'll become more capable. And so as a result, continuously making more informed decisions, you'll get better. And of course, when you get better at something, you become more capable. Let me give you another example. You got person A, he has no responsibilities at all. While you have person B, who started a business, but it failed for whatever reason. Despite the fact that his business failed, he'll be more capable because he had that responsibility of starting a business and running it, which means he can use this valuable business experience he acquired on another business or venture. And so when he starts that next business, he knows he needs to do this or he needs to do that in order for it not to fail. At the end of the day, responsibility is essential for growth as a man, especially when you're on self-improvement. Whatever way you want to acquire more responsibility, you will never regret it, because this is where you grow and get better as a person and beat the competition. And isn't that the main concept of self-improvement? Getting better as a person to reach that best version of yourself, where you do things that are very hard, they bring a lot of pressure, but in the long run, they make you a better person. Remember, productivity is the path to your dream life.